We've got a gorgeous walleye fillet here that we're gonna make one of my signature beer batters with and use these nice fresh veggies and make a spicy lemon dip for. So first thing, I've got some seasoned flour in my bowl and one of Pennsylvania's prides, good old Yuengling traditional lager. Can't have beer batter without Yuengling. So we're gonna mix the Yuengling it right into the pan or the bowl here. Don't let the bubbles fool you. You can put it all in there. Didn't even save myself a drop. Now, once you're gonna see, we're gonna start to come together here. And the thing with beer batter is you don't want to get it too thick. And once you've got that beer worked in, we're gonna give it a shot of club soda. We'll try and keep more in the bowl than we do on me. And that is the consistency we're looking for right there. So it'll run. It's not going to be clumpy. It's going to be light and crispy and golden brown and delicious. So we've got that. Now, along with it, I told you we wanted to use some fresh veggies along with our fish. I've got some little chunks of cauliflower we're going to throw right in there. And then we've got some beautiful big white button mushrooms. Those guys are nice and big and thick. 4 of those. A few nice strips of red bell pepper. And we'll put those right in. We've got some big, beautiful asparagus. These guys are nice and thick, so I'm going to go ahead and split them lengthwise. It'll be delicious veggie crunch for our walleye dish here. And I'm going to lose the whisk really quickly. Set that aside. And I've got a fork here. We're going to gently kind of mix the veggies around. Get them well coated with the batter. And we're going to cook these guys first. My kids like to nibble on the veggies while the fish is cooking. All right, and we're going to add just a little bit more soda water to this. You know, as it sits, the batter, what happens is the flour keeps hydrating. It keeps on pulling the moisture and the beer into itself. So, you know, don't be afraid to add a little bit more to it. Or don't be afraid to add a little more flour if you get a little too thin either. Doesn't have to be perfect. It needs to be fun and delicious. And that's all that we need to worry about here today. Now, I've got my wok here and I've got some great frying oil in it. We've got our temperature. You can use your Fry Daddy, anything at home. I just like using a big open wok like this because it lets me move everything around really well. And I'm just making sure that we've got the oil at least 350 degrees. And right now we're at 362, so that's perfect. Once the cold batter and veggies go in, that temperature is going to drop right away. But we'll be ready to fry them up. Sounds good already. I'm going to lose the fork and get messy. Now, one of the things you want to be careful of is, remember, that oil is 350 degrees, so you can get close, but don't stick your fingers in it. And be careful it doesn't splash. One of the other things that's great with this recipe is the kids love all the little crunchies that come out of it at the end too. But we'll get all the veggies in there, and then we're going to go back and get our fish, our walleye fillet, get it in here so it's ready to go as soon as the veggies are done. Got that gorgeous walleye fillet right out of Lake Erie. And I'm going to start with the tail sections here, and we're just going to do some nice little finger-sized pieces. And we come this way with these fingers now. That's enough to get us started. And then we're going to get these guys right into the beer batter as well. And you notice I didn't flour anything before I put it in there. This batter works really good. You shouldn't have to worry about flouring anything ahead of time if you got the right consistency on the batter like I showed you. A couple of them sticking together. We're going to move them around some. Now again, don't splash yourself. Take your time. All right. Now I told you that heat would drop, and it sure did. So we're going to bring the heat up just a little bit. But these guys are only going to take another minute or two. While we're doing that, I'm going to use our fork and make sure our walleye fillet fingers are coated really well with the beer batter. Just like that. And I think our veggies are ready to go from the wok over here to this pan where I've got just some paper towel in there ready to let these guys drain really good. Nice golden brown, delicious. Now again, I just use seasoned flour. There's a ton of different breading and batter mixes out there on the market that will probably work just fine for you. But this one will work every time. Again, made with good old Pennsylvania traditional Yuengling lager beer. We've got our walleye fillet fingers in the beer batter, and we're going to drop these guys in one at a time, all nicey nice, into the wok. Lay them down in there. Let them kind of fall away from you so they're not splashing back on you. Safety first. Safety first. Oh yeah, look at that batter just blow up there. It's a long one. We're going to break it in half. And one more. All right, now we're going to let these guys cook in here and fry till they get nice and golden brown and crispy. And then we're going to get ready to make the spicy lemon dip for our beer battered walleye fingers. That's one thing about this beer batter recipe. All those bubbles in the beer, they help keep the batter from not getting too greasy. I can't explain it, but it works. So these guys come out of here. I hope you can see just how delicious and golden and crispy these things are looking right now. Paired up with our dip and our veggies, it's going to be awesome. We've got a couple tablespoons of mayonnaise. I said this was an easy dish, and I meant it. We've got a lemon half here. You can put as much lemon in as you like. If you've got a zester, you can grate some of the zest off of this and add it to it. Today we're just going to roll with the juice alone. And for that much mayo, half a lemon is going to be just right. Set that aside. My towel over here. So spice, I love Tabasco, but you can use Crystal, you can use Sriracha, you can use whatever. A couple more will do it. Whatever flavor you like. Because of the fried batter, I like a little extra sea salt in there since we are using the fish. We got some gorgeous fresh parsley here. This is flat leaf Italian parsley. So we're going to put that right in. Mix this guy up. Got lemon juice worked in. It helps thin that olive oil down, and that acid, or helps thin down the mayonnaise. And the acid from the lemon and the heat from the Tabasco, you won't notice mayonnaise being as heavy and clingy on your palate. Just to keep things from sliding all over the plate, I'm going to put this guy down and just kind of give it a smear around, kind of like those crazy artists with their paintbrushes and everything. And then we'll leave a little bit extra on the side. And we're going to take our crispy golden walleye fingers, lay a couple of them on there. Got our red bell pepper, asparagus, cauliflower, mushrooms. We've got a nice little snack platter here that I think anybody would love to sit down to. Depending on who you have over for dinner, you're trying to impress them, you can keep some of your fresh parsley and garnish that guy just like that. But coming right out of the waters of Lake Erie, those are crispy walleye fingers with the beer batter, courtesy of Z-Man and the Smoking Eyes team. And remember, you're watching HuntChef on Mountaintop Outdoors, and always eat what you kill.